Today in Luther's kitchen, we will be making an Asian grilled salmon with rice and snow peas. First, you'll start off with your salmon fillet. Now, the first step you would want to do is descale it. You can see where the scales interlock with each other. You want to get a small paring knife and just glide your knife across the skin. Make sure not to rip it. Now you have your descaled salmon. You'd want to flip that salmon over and see the middle part of the fillet. You see where you can see the bone is. Around there will usually be your pin bones. Make sure all the pin bones are removed. You do not want to be eating that. Now for our marinade. You would start off with 1 crushed clove of garlic. Be sure just to crush it. Don't mince it. Just let the aroma get out. Add 1 teaspoon of ginger. Make sure all the skin is removed too. Then you would want to go in with 1 tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce. It doesn't have to be low sodium, but stay healthy out there, y'all. Then you would want to add in 1 tablespoon of sweet chili sauce and 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Oyster sauce is thick. Be careful. Try not to make a mess. Add that oyster sauce in. And you would like to mix up your ingredients. Make sure all the flavors get to know each other. Some may be a bit thick, and you could add in just a few drops of water just to lubricate all the flavors more. Add in your salmon. I would recommend wearing gloves for this. This was my first time, and I got very messy. Make sure you coat the salmon thoroughly, though. You would like all those flavors to get in there. Then, after you coat that salmon thoroughly, you would add in a plastic wrap and let it sit for overnight. Preferably like 1 hour if you're on a crunch, but overnight is generally the best, so all the flavors could combine. Next, while that is in the refrigerator, you'll start off with your rice. Now, for me, rice is very important. None of that microwave stuff here, people, alright? Rinse that rice 5 times. Make sure it's good and clean. You want more clear water. It doesn't have to be crystal clear, just less cloudy. Mix it well. Make sure you clean your rice. And after you clean your rice about 5 times, put it in a pressure cooker for 3 to 5 minutes. This is 3 cups of rice, by the way. And this is my first time actually cooking with a pressure cooker, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. But my mom taught me a trick with rice on the water level. On your index finger, you'll see where the rice lines up with one of your joints in your index finger. And then go a joint above that, and that should be where the water level would be. Now add that in, and while that rice is cooking, we'll get started on our snap peas, because the water needs to boil for that. So have a stove on, put in the water. While the water is getting heated, you can cut off the ends of your snap peas. Salt the water, and add in your snow peas. Mix it around a little bit and cover the lid. While that's boiling, we can start with our grilled salmon. Add in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Make sure that coats the pan well. Now, then drain your snow peas, get ready to plate that. You might want to add in a pinch of salt to taste, and add in your salmon skin side down. You can't really overcook the salmon skin. It might splash at you. That's just water reacting to the oil. Cover with a lid just to be safe, and let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes. While that, you can chop your scallions. This is just for garnish. You could totally skip this, but I think it looks nice. Turn down the heat and flip. The skin is totally not burnt. It is just the oyster sauce and the soy sauce. Totally not my fault on cooking it. Then you would want to plate it. Plate some of your rice down, snow peas on one side, and salmon on the other. Look at that grilled. Now add in your scallions, and that should be an easy lunchtime meal. If you want to jazz things up, you can add back some of that marinade after you microwave it, just to be safe, because that's been touching a raw fish. Well, for that recipe and more, go to myclasscancook.com, and thank you for watching.